Man, pudding is already here. Pudding's already here. Tokyo Mew Mew New is kind of going quick, and I kind of mentioned this in the last impressions video that I was kind of seeing that this is possibly going to take out a lot of the filler and kind of jump forward. Again, we had Mint introduced in the first episode, already being established as one of the Mew Mews. And then, yes, we kind of jumped straight into Lettuce, which I believe was after Mint's story. And now we're kind of getting a full grasp on just exactly how much this is trying to get ahead of the game. Now, for those that have not read the manga or not checking out, I'm doing a lot of side-by-side comparisons here, and it does look like we are technically going from the point of introducing Lettuce in the manga and the show, and jumping straight to like episode / chapter 7 of the manga. So we are jumping way ahead. Like, we're getting past a lot of this kind of fluff material that's in the middle there. Because for quite a while, from the point that they introduced Lettuce, we have a lot of Ichigo running into Kish, and them having to fight a lot of Chimera. And it's nothing really in between there besides just the characters hanging out and maybe some interactions with the Aoyama. But what we're doing with this new adaptation is it seems like, again, it's trying to get rid of all those fluff, let's just fight a Chimera each week, and it's jumping straight to the next character. So again, we're jumping straight from like episode 3 or / chapter 3 and going straight to 7, which is the point in which Pudding has joined. So now we have Pudding, and then based on what we're seeing with the next episode card, it kind of looks like we're jumping straight to Sakura right after that. Like, we're jumping all the way to her, which she's like in episode 11 of the original anime, or I think it's around chapter 11 of the manga. So again, within 4 episodes, we're going to go through 11 chapters / episodes with the content getting straight into the thing. So, but it's a good thing. Like I said before, we're getting past all that fluff. We're getting past all that extra filler just to get straight into the character stories, getting straight into introducing the characters, getting to the main storyline stuff, and just moving on, which I think might end up turning this series from like an 50, because that was a concern that we had when they first kind of got some news out that this was going to be a single core show. The concern there was that we had an original adaptation that was 50 episodes long. It was like a really long series, and now we're talking about only doing 12 episodes. That might be because they're going to get past all that fluff and get straight into the story stuff, which I think is really cool. It's kind of similar to the readaptation of Sailor Moon Crystal. They kind of moved it from being, again, a monster per week and just these random filler episodes to getting straight into the core story of the characters, getting into the core story of the world itself. And I think that's what they're going to be doing with this, which I think is really exciting. So I just really wanted to jump on here and kind of mention that, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm curious to see if people are upset on the idea of them skipping ahead. I think I asked that in the last episode. So if you've already answered that, don't worry about answering again. But I'd be curious to hear from people. I think it's really great. I really do love like Pudding and all them. I love that they're getting right into that stuff. And they're getting rid of all that extra fluff that honestly probably nobody cares about. And again, doesn't really age well these days. Yes, it probably works really well for the older, the younger fans. They just want to see flashy, sparkly stuff, and that's all they care about. But yeah, Pudding's introduction was great. Yeah, I was a little upset to see that Mint's arrow shooting is like barely animated, but at the same time, I can see things. It's an oddity that some things are less done and some things are overdone. Like Pudding's animation for her transformation technically was really elaborate, which is pretty cool. And even technically her attack special, whereas in the other one, she kind of does a little backflip thing and then something shot forward, whereas in this one, she's doing like a whole breakdance routine. So it's like, I don't know if you like the breakdancing thing or not, but yeah, Pudding's introduction was really cute. I really did like her introduction. I think the Seiyu did a fantastic job of her. Her little verbal tics and everything are just way cute. She pulled it off really well. And yeah, I completely forgot about Aoyama and Ichigo's thing at the end of the episode. I remember that she got the bell from Aoyama, but it's just, it felt like, yes, they're kind of doing that whole "this is my cat" thing, but they're trying to play into the whole Tokyo Mew Mew cat infusion thing, Ichigo being part cat thing, but it's like, it just feels so wrong. Like, Aoyama seems like such a like an overbearing dude, which, yes, technically a lot of that genre does like that stuff. The I want this guy to be like Prince Charming, but also be a little bit rough. I don't know. It's a thing, but I guess it's the whole thing with Shirogane, honestly. He's like super overbearing, but Yeah, Kishu's introduction was interesting. He's as again technically overbearing. It seems like really everybody, but maybe Akasaka is kind of a jerk. If you really think about it, all the male characters in the show are kind of jerks. I mean, Aoyama does have his soft side, but yeah, that whole interaction, he technically was afraid for her, but still, it's one of those things like, shut up. I was afraid for you kind of thing. Here, have this collar. Have this... Have this collar from this stray cat. It probably stinks like, I don't know, cat urine, but wear this. And she's like, I'll never take it off again. I'm like, no, just clean it, please, at least once. Just clean it once, please. I don't know. Maybe it could have been a new ribbon that was put on the cat. Maybe it's nice and clean. But anyways, great episode. Still loving the show. I cannot wait for more. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. Comment. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And again, what you think about the skipping if you've not replied on the last episode. So subscribe to the channel if you've done already so you get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. Definitely appreciate it. I bet it does. And y'all take care.